Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. I am Karin Braxton coming to you from Bozeman, Montana, and it's a very sunny day out there. Cold this morning. It was like 35 and it's supposed to get up to 72 today. We're having the last 4 days of great weather. I'm going to check to see if I can find myself. Here we go. Okay. Yep. There we go. Let me see now if I can find some comments. I'm sort of doing this an hour early today. I have a team luncheon at noon, so I had to do this a little bit early. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. I'm glad I've got the right channel. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate that. So anyway, it's good to see everyone this morning. I have a really fun project coming that I've prepared for you. It's one of my absolute favorite folds. So we have a lot of things going on. We, as demonstrators, get to pre-order this fitting florets, and I'm going to use this on one of the cards today. It is absolutely a gorgeous set. It's a whole suite. The suite is the number is right there. It's one. You can pre-order this if you're a demonstrator, but if you would like to become a demonstrator and buy this, you can buy the starter kit and include this. But it includes a stamp, a fabulous set of dies. I think they're going to become a real staple in our classes. And some beautiful designer paper. The designer paper and the gems are just on a limited time basis. So the stamps and the dies will continue in January, but the paper and the gems will not. So anyway, it's going to be available to everyone starting November 1st, but demonstrators get to buy it a month early. These are the gems. I don't know if you can see the swirl on them. Oh my goodness, they're really neat. I love them. I wish they would stay permanently. This is the designer paper. It is, I'll move back a little bit. It's so pretty. I just love the colors. I've made quite a few cards already with it. This is the back side. It has lots of evergreen and soft succulent and polish pink and blushing bride, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful set. Hey, Kathy, good to see you from Oregon this morning. So that is, I just cut these into, it comes 12 by 12. Hey, Lisa, I just cut them into small pieces so that I could show you those, because they are neat. And I think you'll really like these frames. Oh my goodness, like this is one that you can die cut, and this comes out, and then you can layer things. It's really cool. And there's some other. We'll just talk a few minutes. That helps people find us before we actually start. So like here's another one of the ovals. Oops, this one's all stuck together. It's like this. It's like a cameo. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you down in Ennis. I heard you were almost going to get to come to the, good to see, no, that Susan's back from Alaska. This is a frame, and this is another oval. So we have two oval sizes. You can layer them together like that. It is just a fabulous set. It comes you can buy it as a suite, or you can buy things individually. I bought the whole thing. The cost of the suite is $97. That includes all the paper, the gems, the stamps, and the dies, or you can buy them separately. The bundle itself is $54 with just the stamps and the dies, and that's what's going to carry over into the spring catalog. And it won't be long. And if you would like that now, I would hope you would buy the starter kit, because it's starter kit plus. That means for $99, you get to choose 155. It's always a great deal, but it's even better now. So we have two projects today. One is the brand new fitting florets, or frame florets, and the other one is from the main catalog. So main catalog, and Then we have our mini catalog still going on. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the clearance rack refreshed. If I would say rush to the clear, you can finish watching this video, but go to stampingup.com or go to Karin's Crafts. On my site, you can go to What's Happening Now and or whatever shop. That's what it is, shop. You go to shop and it'll pull up the clearance rack and you can see everything. And there's some great, I was really shocked this morning when I read that the clearance rack was updated. I knew it would be sometime in the next month or two because there was hardly anything left. Before there was like 6 items, now there's like 90. So lots of designer paper for $4, lots of punches, lots of things from Christmas last year. So you can shop today and you get some real bargains. Okay, I think we're about ready to start. Okay, let's turn the camera. Close your eyes for a second. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you this morning. There we go. We'll get this up. And let me see what's here. Got my light base. It's a little dark down there. Let me move this around just a little bit. I think the lamp is the light is in the wrong spot, maybe. Hopefully, maybe that'll be better. I don't know. Okay. Put my little toolkit. I like to have my toolkit right at my hand level. These are some cards I did. We're not doing these today. I'm going to do these in a class. These are some swap cards that I designed. This was the very first card I made with this new set. And I stamped that and die cut it and colored it with my blends and then added Wink of Stella. So you can see that that's popped up. Isn't that a beautiful? I just love this paper. And on the inside, they have wishes for a beautiful birthday, great fonts. And I just added a little flower. And this is the other one. This is for a business swap that I'm in. People that have achieved trips are in a certain group on Facebook, and this is one that I'm working. I don't have them all finished. I have to make 16 of each. So this is an easy Z fold, but I will have a class either in November, probably in November, the end of November or December, with these cards. So today, I have to, before I even start out on that, let me just move those out of the way. But I want to show you something about these dies. I can see if we can. I have a hard time keeping. I have them on a magnet, but I have to show you. Like this die cuts out this. There's small flowers that cut like that. These little ones like this, and then there's a big one. There's a branch. Let's see what's here. I've got a bunch of, it's got a lot of guys. Here's some leaves. And, here. This is like a swag or a centerpiece. All of those cut out the flowers. And then there are certain pieces that are like this that are accents. Lots of leaves and then these frames. Oh, and there's one that cuts out hearts. This one cuts out all hearts like that, and I'll show you what that looks like. We slip those back in there before I lose them all. I actually lost one for a while this weekend, and I did find it. It was on the bottom of my magnet dish, but for a while I was panicking, looking everywhere. I knew it dropped, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Anyway, eventually I found it. Let's see, what was I going to show you now? Well, I don't even know. I can't remember. What was I going to show you? So let me see what's here. Okay, thanks. Okay, these are the papers, and we are going to bring in the cards for today. Oh, I know. I was going to show you the hearts. Oh, that's it. This is what it looks like when you cut out just the hearts. And then here's another piece. Oh, it's just a really neat set. You can use the hearts for confetti too. So it's a great set. I think it's a must-have. It's one of the nicest I've ever seen. Okay, here we go. Let's move that aside. I've got sort of a mess going on here. I'll show you the first 4 cards that I made. This is a card formula that I learned quite a while ago. I've done it in my classes, and I don't think I've ever done it for a Facebook Live. But I made a bunch of swaps when I went to New Orleans with this style. So and I learned it from Karin Titus quite a while back. It's just a 1-layer base, but then it has these, and then I like to add the white around it. And then you use designer paper as the other sort of the focal point. So this is the same paper, but you see how you see both sides? It's a great formula for seeing things both sides. And here's, so that's the soft succulent. And here it is in evergreen and a different designer paper with a little gingham evergreen and these flowers. So which do you like better? Do you like the horizontal or the vertical? This one I added some dyes in there also to make it real airy. And love that. Really very easy card. So, oh, aren't they? Yes, they are beautiful colors. I think they're, and you know, soft succulent and evergreen, these 2 colors are, this is the last year. They were in colors from last year. So let's hope that either Stampin' Up! Does a color refresh and keeps them, because they are, I don't know, they're 2 basics, I think. I love those. And so here we go with our pieces. You can take a screenshot if you want, or if you want, you can. Oh, Kathy's saying she loves it when you can see both sides. I agree. I love that too. That's a good one. That's a good way of showcasing, because sometimes you hate to cover it up. I will post these directions later today. So you just need a single base, and it's a little bigger. It's just like a half of a card. That's all it is, actually. You get 4 pieces out of 1 sheet of cardstock. And do you think we should use the soft succulent or evergreen? Which one do you want to use today? So, and then the white, you tell me, the soft succulent or evergreen. Then we have a piece of white that's 3 3/4 by 5. And then our designer paper is 7.5 by 3.5. And it's scored at 2 3/4. You don't even have to score it. You can just fold it if you want it, because it's designer paper. But it's you can get several of these out of a 12 by 12. Kathy says soft succulent. That would be this. Okay, so that would be like this. Is there anyone that would like to do the evergreen? That would be like this one. So, okay. And then we have the inside piece. That is 2.5 by 3 1/4, like that. So, okay, let's do our stamping, okay? So let's see, you vote, soft succulent or evergreen. Which one do you want? And then we'll start putting those together. But first we're going to do some stamping. So you vote, and so it's called Frame Florets. Oops, I put this in there yesterday, now it's really stuck. So whenever I do a template, I like to do this, because then I'm going to get my magnet out from beneath it. It stores in a compartment back down here. They are so strong. I can barely get them out. Whoops. Now I've got 2 of them stuck together. It always helps to wrap them with packaging tape or something too, because then that sort of helps protect them from shattering. You want to keep everything up in the corner. I've got my, I've got a foam mat, the Stampin' Up! Foam mat. That's like a $5 mat that comes extra in the catalog. And I always put a piece of chamois, not chamois, the silicone mat underneath. Just gives it a little bit better. Then I put my template in place. I'm going to put this right there to hold it. And now I don't know that I've moved this around so much. We better just check. So what I do is, once it's like this, then I take my stamp, and I just sort of feel where it's going to go. I can sort of, it's stuck there. And then I pick it up. Okay, I'm going to ink that up. Oh, I think I am missing my black ink. And that is because I have it out in the other room. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't I go get it? And I'm going to need it on several things. So you just look at the paper for a moment and talk amongst yourselves. I am back, and I actually have 3 pads of black Memento, but they were all out set up for my class today. So we're going to take our black Memento ink, and we're going to, you have to, whenever you're using stamping blends, you need to use, because they have alcohol ink in them, and the black Memento is water solvent. Oops, forgot to put the piece in. So I cut a couple of these. Let me see what's here. There we go. Looks like something got cut off on that one. Do I have the right one here? I think I do. There we go. We will see if it works. Yep, it looks good. And then we're going to take this off like that. It's not, no, it's not right. Let me see once here. Doesn't seem like the right. Let me try it one more time. It doesn't seem like the right die. It looks like it's I think we better just get a different one out of a different bag here. Yeah, it looks like some of that was cut off. That's what we'll just use. We'll just use the one I already have done in advance. Let me get my chamois, get that cleaned off. And because we're going to use this again today, and I don't know what happened. It looks like it was cut funny, and it's okay. We will take that off. Now I always keep my templates inside of my stamp sets like this. Oh, here are the other ones. There they, and they look like they're cut correctly. So I have a bunch of those already die cut. And I'm going to put my template back in there. I'm going to put my stamp in there. And then anytime I want to use that, I can. It works great. But we will actually just color the one I have there. We've got our blends. Let's finish our other stamping. We might as well do that. Did you decide, do you want me to make a soft succulent or evergreen? And then we are going to take one of these little labels and my little, we're going to take my piercing mat like that and our stamps. We're going to, it's going to be a birthday card, so we're going to stamp, whoops, a daisy. We're going to stamp Celebrate right there. That looks good. And we're going to stamp our inside right away too. And this is 2.5 by 3 1/4. Hey, Rachel. Do you always cut the stamp? I do quite a bit if I'm going to do a lot of them. I always die cut, because you can cut 2 sheets of paper at one time when you're cutting images, and then I use my stamparatus. That's what I do. You don't have to. If you're only going to do one, I would not. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. Clean that off. And I'm going to do a little flower at the bottom right there. And then we'll close up our navy blue ink. It's Night of Navy, actually. And I'm going to put that right there. I want to show you something. I had a class last week, and a lot of people were not sure about using a blender pen, but a blender pen is like it's got some glycerin in it, and it's got two ends. We've had these in Stampin' Up! For years and years. And it will help make the ink just bleed like this. Like that. You can just take this water-based ink that I stamped with, and you can just clean it off on some scrap paper, just like that. You just clean it just until it runs clear. I use that quite a bit, just for little accents. Oh, here, that was a birthday inside. Okay, I think we're ready to put our card together now. We're gonna do a little bit of blending. Maybe I'll leave that on there so you can see that a little better. Oh, this little piercing mat, the piercing mat comes like this in the catalog, and I just cut it in half with a really heavy-duty scissors, or I have a guillotine paper cutter. That's what I cut it with. I actually gave those as a prize one year in bingo, in stamping bingo. So I have my my soft succulent mossy meadow colors, and I've got balmy blue, and I've got a little bit of Night of Navy. I'm going to just put a little bit of Night of Navy on. Stampin' Up! Has given us these little lines like this, and I love the way the artist does that. It helps that then you should know where it's going to be darker. So we're going to put a little bit of, now I'm going to switch to my light balmy blue, and I'm going to just color this in very quickly. Just going to pull those colors. Let's just check, see how we have. Like this, and it's okay if you leave some white. It doesn't, that's really quite artistic when you do that. Now I'm going to go back in and take some of my darker balmy blue, and I'm just gonna make that a little bit less conspicuous with that Night of Navy that I used, like that. Oh, there's a petal that I sort of forgot the first time, but just like that is good. And then a little bit of Wink of Stella on those flowers, just like this, pulling those together. Oh, I was going to use I'm going to use the dark color, the real sharp end, the point, for these little berries. I'm glad I had one stamped with, I'd forgotten where I put the other little cutouts, but they were in my case. That's usually where I keep them. Okay, now I'm going to go to my dark succulent, and I'm just going to put these lines that are shaded. I'm just going to take this dark right along those lines that are shaded. And now I'm going to go to my light soft succulent. Did you all decide what color you want me to do today? Soft succulent or evergreen? How are you doing? Let's see ones. Oops. I just see, you need to vote because I only see one person responding. I'm going to do the soft succulent and these leaves. I'm doing this so quickly, I know, but I know you don't need to. Then I'm just going to come in and make little circles around where I've used that dark, and that just helps blend that together a little bit. The little circles. There we go. And it's all colored. I'm not going to add any Wink of Stella to that. And then we can put this together. Let's see what's now. Okay, did anyone else? Let's see what's here. Okay, we'll just make the soft succulent one. I'm going to put that right there. And we're going to bring in our soft succulent papers. Take these things off. Okay, and here, let's put these. I like to hold both ends together like this, and that's sort of how I go about centering things. And then we could use this one, or we could use this one. Let's see what I did before in the soft. We could try this because on the other ones I did something different. So we'll use this one. This one's different than the others. So now you could also, but do you see what I'm going to do now? You could also go like this. I just flipped it around. That's a nice look too, but I think we're going to do it like this. Okay, I'm going to take my bone folder, give that a nice, make sure it's scored, nice creased, and now we're going to just attach this. I'm going to just attach that to the single layered base. I will type these up, type the directions up, and then you will be able to, or you can rewatch the video also. So now this is the inside. I'm going to put this on the left side, right along, so there's just a little bit of a border, like that. That closes up. And now we need a gold piece, which I don't seem to have. Let me see, where did I put? Oh, it's on the other side of the room. Right here. I have them all cut out, just didn't bring them over. Okay, we could put it like this. What do you think? Like that or like that? And I'm going to put some dimensionals on these. Okay. I love dimensionals. And I love opening up a brand new package of dimensionals. There's something really satisfying. Now, where's my take your pick tool? There it is. I got several of them. What do you think, ladies? Do you want me to do it oval, like the oval going horizontal, or should I put it on like that? What do you think? There we go. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. I'm hoping you're doing well. I know you're having surgery this week, and I'm sure you're anxious about that. So our prayers will be with you. But I'm glad you could join us today. Okay, I think we'll put it on like this. We're going to put it on like that. And I think we can add that. I'm going to use my Seal Plus now. I'm only going to put adhesive on the left side like this. And there we go, just like that. Now we could add some. I've got a whole bag of leaves that are cut out. I don't know that we need them. They would look like this. We could maybe put one right there or something. We could do that. We can. I think we'll just put one on. And then I also have some other leaves that are cut from the Splendid Day set. They're beautiful. That's Splendid Thoughts. That's this set, Splendid Thoughts. I need to use that because it has beautiful dyes. Do you see how neat those are? But I don't know that we need those in there. It's a pretty small area. Let's see. We'll put that one on for sure. Right there. What do you think? One leaf or two? I can put another one. These cut out pretty nicely. Do that. Okay, and what I'm going to do there is I'm going to put some glue dots on like this. I don't like the way the new glue dots are on the inside. I liked them before. I'm just going to put a glue dot on like that, and then I'm just going to, tuck that in there. Leave the top loose, and here's another glue dot right there. I've thought about re-rolling them. I'm sure that maybe they're easier to manufacture if they're rolled that way or something. I'm not sure. I'm just going to lift this up a little bit more. It has to tuck it in more. There we go. Maybe this should go down. You can push it in like that. There we go. And there is our card. We're going to add a gem to it. I think we'll add, let's see, we can add, put one right there. I think we're going to put 3 on there just because we can. We can't get very many. We can get a limited quantity for pre-order, but I love that about pre-order. Isn't that a pretty card? And I'll show you the other ones. Let me just pick this up out of the way. And so, oh, we forgot to celebrate. Where did I put that before? We forgot that right there. I'm going to stick it up here, I think, this time. I'm going to grab my silicone mat there. I'm just going to put it on flat, and I'm just going to put it on up here. Almost forgot that. Oh, there we go. Just like that. And there's our card. Let's see once. Here's the other one we did in Succulent. And this one. Do you see how each one is totally different? Aren't they neat? They're very fun. And then this is the Evergreen. This is the die that comes, the sprig that comes with it, and that's from the Splendid Day. But there they go. There they are. All different. They're all cool, aren't they? That is that. Now we're going to do another one that we're going to jump back to our annual catalog. The annual catalog, the Sun Prints. This came out, oh, this was such a hit. It still is beautiful. I've been using this paper a lot. I used it last week. This week we're going to use the stamps. They're called Nature's Prints Bundles. Great set. It's on page 91. Love this. I love it in every color. I've done it in greens and I've done it in the blues, and it's really, really a great set. Okay, here are the cards that we're doing today, or maybe if we can find our pieces. Oh, here's one. And this is with gray granite. So gray granite is the color we're using. And that's this. It's just a little, it's sort of between smoky slate and like crumb cake. I love it. Anyway, so this is one of the cards, like that. I left it, the inside open, but we could do best wishes and happy thoughts. We could do the same birthday stamp that we did before, I think. Wishes for a happy birthday. That would be nice. We can do that. So I'll set that stamp there, and we're going to get our papers out again and all of our little supplies. Maybe we should stamp our envelope first this time, so I don't forget. Maybe I'll just set it right here. We can do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is have gray granite. And your gray granite is, I don't know why I turned it that way. It's going to be a horizontal card like that, 5.5 by 4.5, 4.25, sorry, 4.25. And then we're going to put our white base. I just like, when I first learned this, there was not a white base or not a mat included. You can do it without just to save on paper. But I really like it with that extra layer in there. Take that off. These measurements are all the same for both the cards that we did today that we're doing. And then we have this one, 7.5 by 3.5. I scored it at 2 3/4, like that. Or we could do this one. And so what we do is score it at 2 3/4. So I'll just bring in my 2 3/4. And get my cutting blade out of the way and just do my scoring blade. And then we can just fold it right over like that. I did it a little bit too hard. I think I might have cut the paper. So we could do this one or this one. But I think we'll do that one. I like that look of I like that gray granite right there. And then our inside piece is 2.5 by 3 1/4, and that's going to go right there. So let's adhere all these parts and pieces, and then we're going to do some stamping. And we're going to use the Stamparatus again. Hopefully I will have done a better job of cutting. I think the last time that, here was starting to get this on crooked, so I'm pulling it off. So I wrecked the paper right there. Let me see if I can get this on. There we go. And give that a good bone folding. Try to get that adhere down there. Okay, and there's our little inside part. We're going to stamp this in with our inside, and we're going to stamp that in Navy, Night of Navy. You probably noticed I was wearing navy again today. Really, I do like navy blue a lot. Just a little softer than black. So there we go. We'll leave that ink right there. Set that aside. And we're going to get our silicone mat back in here. Put that on just like this. I hope you'll try this pattern. Oh my goodness. I have loved it. I bet I made 30 swap cards with the gnomes. I don't have a single one left. I thought about making another one, but I didn't. So there's that part. And now we're going to do the flowers and the other things. Let's see. Once we have to get our let's see. Once we need a label. We need one of these. And we need some flowers. This is a red rubber set of stamps too, so it's a little harder to just eyeball it without using a positioning tool like the Stamparatus. Okay, let's see what's here. Now, if I have anything, I had a label someplace for this. I have one all cut out. I don't know where it is though. Here it is. We will get that. Oh, and I also cut out some little sprigs out of gold and navy. We'll see if we want to use those or not. I've got a few pieces already stamped, but I want to show you how I'm doing this. So you can sort of see this. I've done that already. And okay, let's do our label. We don't really need this, but you can see it better, I think, when I do that. So we're going to do best wishes. I'm going to pull a little closer to me so I can just see it a little better. Sorry if I got my head in there. That's, I don't really like that. I think it doesn't look like it's was inked up well. Oh, I think maybe it's because of that. Let me try this again now. I'm going to pull it a little, ink it up a little better. And there we go. Best wishes and happy thoughts. And I guess it's exactly the same, but we're going to use that. We'll set that aside. And now we're going to get our Stamparatus out. Close up that navy blue just because I don't want to get that all inky. My finger's inky. The gray granite is the new stamp. We're going to put this aside. Okay, I've got this all set in here. So sun prints, I'm going to put this underneath like that. I like to, so that I can, it's just a little easier to ink things up. I've already got my piece of paper in there. This one looks like it's going to be good. Now we're going to close it up. And it looks great. So we can take it out with our piercing tool. I put a little piece of adhesive on the bottom. Okay, so that's that. Let's just do it in navy also, just so to show you. I don't need to clean that because it is so light. But we'll put another one in. You can see how this would take just twice as long to stamp and go and die cut. So when I initially die cut one, then I save that template. There we are. Looks like my navy ink is, I think what I did was Starry Sky. That's what it It was supposed to be Starry Sky, but I don't have that over here. But we will. So now we're going to just change a little bit. We're going to change this stamp. I'm going to take it off and put it over there and take this template off. And we're going to do this flower this time. Let's see. And it's hard to stamp that. So I have a template in here. All my stamps are sticking. They're very, very much cling. I love this splotchy thing in this stamp too. So I'm going to put my case underneath. I always like to put something underneath. And I'm going to put my little template on. Get everything up in the corner. And now we're going to put this on. And you can just sort of, you can't see it as much, but you can feel it going into the groove. I'm going to close it up like that. And now I'm going to just bring in one of the little pieces that I die cut a bunch of these. We're going to do one in gray granite. Like that. That's a nice juicy pad, ink pad. Let's do one in the navy blue. I should have thought about did this in soft succulent. That's the color I used, but it'll be all right. So let's get another one of those out of my little bag. All these die pieces. But you can see how easy this is to use. I'm going to get that inked up. And I could just go on like that. There's the navy. Okay, I think that's enough. You get the idea. I love my Stamparatus. I'm going to take my template off. It looks like my magnet is, the other ones are right there. So I'm going to actually move that over. They're so strong. Oh my gosh, they are so strong. Okay, let me close up this ink. Nature's Print is what it's called. And now we're going to use our words. I forgot to put that in there. I'm going to do that, and let's bring our card back together here. And we're going to make our put our pieces together. And what I need to do is we need to stamp our, let me see, we need a stamp. I should have done that when I had the Stamparatus. We'll just do it with a little tiny block, and we'll stamp our envelope real fast. We'll take it off of this other block. We'll just put it on here like this. I don't think it's even cleaned. So these are so strong. Sometimes they're really hard to get off. Oh, now I've got it all over my hands. Okay, let's get a pretty flower on here on the envelope. There we go. I tend to forget about the envelopes, and I end up putting paper on the flap. So when I'm stamping, okay, let's see once now. Let's make our flower arrangement. Let's get these things out of the way. Got my gems right there so we don't lose them. Okay, so here we are. Now we're going to, we can do one of these blue ones like that, or we can do the crumb cake. We can add different layers like that. There's a Starry Sky one. You can just do bits and pieces. I really don't even know if we want to use this big one. I don't know, maybe we can. Let's see. Like that is okay. I don't know. I think not. It's so big for that little tiny piece. Let's do this. Let's use our little pieces like this, and our little navy one, our little flower like that, and maybe another flower like that. No, we'll just use, let's try this. Just back, I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on the bottom. I'm going to bring it all in toward the middle. We'll just put the navy one right there. We're going to put the gray granite over here, making it into like a spray of flowers. Let's see what's here. Oh, I think, maybe what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to do a little surgery on this. I'm going to just cut this off. That's what I think we're going to do. Because it's just, I like this flower a lot. It's just a little big. So we'll do that. We'll maybe do that right there. So we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom. And like that. We can do another. I think that's probably enough. Maybe we'll add this little flower right there. So I'm keeping these all rather flat. So there we go, like that. I think that'll be good. We could add a little navy sprig if we wanted to. Let's see. Well, let's add the best wishes. Let's do that first. So I'm going to add. Let's see what that's going to look like. There we go. There's another little piece. Except for my little dish of cut up pieces. I really like those. I need to order some more of those for sure. So don't forget about that clearance rack update. I was so surprised to see that. Okay, what do you like better? Do you like the gold? The gold sprigs like this? Or do you like the navy blue? I don't know. Oh, Carla, thank you very much. Hey, Judy, good to see you too. Yes, I love this paper and the stamp. It's great. What do you think, ladies? Do you think we should add some blue or should we add the gold? I don't know. I think we'll just add that blue, the navy blue. I meant to use Starry Sky and just totally forgot about it. On this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take it with my piercing tool and I'm going to put them, just tuck them under there like that. And I'm going to take another one. I want to be able, oh, it came off on my piercing tool. I'm just going to stick it right there. And good to see so many of you this morning. Oh, blue. Okay, I see several of you said blue. It takes, so there's a delay. And it's sometimes you can't always get it. You can't always see it. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, don't forget about the clearance rack. Oh my goodness, I was shocked to see that this morning when I because I have a very busy day. There we go. And now we need some gems. And I think what we're going to do is take our iridescent gems, and then we're going to be finished with our card. And I think it's quite a fun little card. Of course, I've made it much more difficult with all of these flower arrangements. There's a little smudge right there. I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to put another one right down here. And I think, I'm not sure if I like that or not. I put one up here. I don't think I like that, having it like that. So we'll do another one right there, up there in the corner, two up there and one down here. I think that'll be good enough. And they come in large, medium, and small. Those are the iridescent diamonds or whatever they're called, gems. There's our card. Here are the other ones that I did that were similar, but they're all slightly different. I do like having that cut off piece right there. That looks good, I think. So there's our inside wishes for a beautiful birthday. Got some birthday cards going, done. And here's the one that's sort of similar to that one with the starry sky background. So anyway, good. Let's close our eyes for a second, flip the camera, and oops, a daisy. Can't get my stand to, it's really rigid today. There we go. Alrighty, so don't forget, let's see what my papers are here. We've got the starter kit special. That's such a great deal. And those of you who are demonstrators, you get to order this fitting florets, frame florets. That's really sort of hard to say. You get to pre-order that. And if you would like to be a demonstrator, then you get to, and you can add this to your order. You get to choose $155 worth of products, and you only pay $99. The best deal ever. And I know all of you, our demonstrators, would agree, because it's so great to get that 20 or later on 25% as you sort of move up the chain. Okay, thank you all, ladies, for joining me today. I sure appreciate you tuning in a little bit earlier than normal, but I will see you next week. And that's all for today. Hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.